All right, we're in the planning stages. Well, the black sockets were too tall, so I got some silver sockets to test. Let me get a smaller extension. Ooh, do we have jerky can? I think so. Take me to your leader. Will this give me an idea of what the handle will look like? Does that look like a handle?
Yeah.
That's still too much standoff, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, pause. This piece of square tubing is just too big for what we're doing. Doesn't have to be that high.
No.
All right, we'll try something else. This makes it look too tall.
Mm. Well, that's better than the other piece.
I was wondering if we wanted to make a bar longer than the screws. It's adjustable here, but the drawers are drilled.
Mm.
This could have a bigger opening.
Yeah, that would probably be better.
But do we want a square in, an angled, or an overhang?
Overhang wouldn't be bad.
It looked more industrial.
Mm.
I think I said that before. Let's make some 1-inch standoffs and see how they look. We're trying to build a standoff. We're going to test fit 1 inch. Bring the other piece. Well, let's go for a little walk. Let's go for a little design here. You're seeing me now? We can't get this gap on the drawer, but we could go for a 1-inch overhang here, or make it bigger.
Nah, 1 inch sounds about good.
But we can make this gap bigger or smaller.
Right.
It could be off center so you don't have to bend as far to open the door. I don't think that would look too bad. So we give it the 1-inch overhang.
Mm-hmm.
Or it can be centered on the door. Catch.
If it's on the top.
You're thinking about something else when you... I think that can go down to 7/8. We want to make a big one for here. We need to make those small. I don't want sparks hitting the camera. New attempt handle standoff. Try 3/4 inch. It's starting to look good. He must like this. He's taking a picture for his website. Into the grinder.
It's recording.
Okay, we decided on 3/4 inch standoffs for the drawer handles. So here we go, making 6 of those. Okay, we got to get the wire brush and clean the welding nozzle. It was full of slag. Lost my brush. Found brush. Now we'll see if these are. I got spring-loaded dikes. The spring-loaded dikes are much easier to work and cut the wire at the tip, and I'll be able to use them with my gloves on. Now to clean this dirty tip that's in this welder. This weld is stuck to the end of it pretty good. Well, I took the tip off, went over to the drawer, got me a file out, and cleaned it that way. I couldn't do anything with it on the gun. Going to try and weld a size 10 nut inside of this rectangle bar to be an anchor to hold the handle onto the drawer. Well, I got ahead of myself. I'm just trying to set up the welder to get the nut welded into the rectangle.
I need to put
And that first bead was a little bit too tall. I turned the heat up a little bit, and that bead is a much better bead. But I don't want too hot of a bead because the nut will burn. It's hard to figure out what I'm trying to do. One slip and it's ruined. Yes, the bead got the screw. Can't turn it with a screwdriver. Hey Brian, get me my Dremel. I'm going to have to grind a little wood off of the threads of the screw. Ah, yes. Success. I ground enough bead off to get the screw to turn freely.
Put that in the water.
Well, here we are trying to weld up the second standoff. It seemed to be a little easier this time. Well, it took me quite some time to weld up the other 6 standoffs. So we'll skip ahead a little ways here and get to working on the drawer.
Well, now we got to drill 2 holes in the top drawer to put our handle in.
A piece of tape as a transfer stencil. So we'll mark each end of it, and then we'll put a little dot where each hole is for the drawer handles. Then we'll transfer this to the small drawer, and then we can just drill right through the tape. We'll use an 1/8 inch drill bit to make our starter hole.
Seven 30-seconds.
Making screw holes for the handle, but the door was made with the Harbor Freight shear, brake, and slip roll gizmo machine. The drill left some burrs on the inside of the door, so we need to remove those so the standoffs will set flush with the sheet metal. The door will make a nice jig to hold the handle standoffs while I spot the handle to the standoffs. Then I'll unbolt it and finish welding the handle together. Only 3 more handles to weld together. Well, I'm going to wrap up this video here. Welding these 3 handles together is just really time consuming and boring. Same thing over and over. So I bid you adieu. See you next week at the same time, same channel.